Hey, Eric here, your daily source for bold and beautiful spoilers, recaps, and news. Let's dive in.
Hello, soap fans. Welcome back to B&B for Phone, your ultimate destination for all the juicy, behind-the-scenes drama and deep dives into the glamorous world of Los Angeles fashion. Today is an absolutely beautiful day to unpack some massive, earth-shattering developments coming our way. We are looking ahead to the explosive events of August 20th. And let me tell you, the corporate and romantic landscapes are shifting in ways that will leave your jaw on the floor. If you are ready for some intense emotional breakdowns and cutthroat business moves, you have come to the right place. Let's be honest, the atmosphere at Forrester Creations has been nothing short of a pressure cooker lately. With Steffy, Ridge, and Brooke all thousands of miles away in Monaco trying to secure the European market, the mice are definitely playing while the cats are away. And you won't believe what happens next in the design studios. R.J. Forrester is making a massive, unprecedented power play. We all know R.J. has been completely infatuated with Elektra, pushing her to be the face and the visionary of the new youth line that is supposed to replace Hope for the Future. But R.J. knows he cannot execute this grand vision alone. He needs a seasoned professional. He needs a veteran. He needs Zende Forrester. RJ is stepping up and approaching Zende with this monumental new idea. He wants to pitch this entire youth line concept to Zende before Ridge and Brooke even set foot back in Los Angeles. Can you believe it? RJ is acting like he already owns the CEO chair. He is trying to establish dominance and lock this project in place so that when his parents return, it is already a done deal. But here is the surprise. RJ is vastly underestimating the complex psychological minefield he is walking into with Zende. I have to say I have such a love-hate relationship with RJ right now. On one hand, his ambition is incredibly fun to watch. He has those ruthless Massimo Marone genes buried deep inside him, and they are finally starting to show. He wants to protect Elektra and build an empire around her. But on the other hand, his sheer arrogance is infuriating. He is a kid who just picked up a sketch pad yesterday, and now he thinks he can waltz into the design room and give orders to a man who has dedicated his entire adult life to the Forrester legacy. Zende's reaction to this pitch is going to be a masterclass in suppressed rage and calculated ambition. We are hearing that Zende will actually be incredibly excited about the prospect of this new youth line. After all, he was the brilliant mind behind Hope for the Future for years. This new demographic is his bread and butter. This line could be the absolute hope for Zende's future at the company, a way to finally step out of the shadows and claim his rightful throne as a lead designer. But there is a massive catch. Zende will absolutely not want to answer to RJ. That's crazy, right? RJ really thinks Zende is just going to bow down and be his subordinate? Zende has been battling this exact inferiority complex his entire life. As an adopted Forrester, Zende has always felt like he had to work 10 times harder just to get half the recognition of the bloodline successor characters like Thomas, Steffy, and now RJ. For years, Zende sat back and watched Thomas get endless chances. Now, he is being asked to play second fiddle to Ridge and Brooke's golden boy. The psychological insult of RJ trying to be his boss is going to push Zende to the absolute brink. And let's not forget the massive plot twist brewing just across town. Katie Logan has been aggressively recruiting Zende to defect from Forrester Creations and join Logan Designs. Zende holds all the cards right now. Will he use RJ's desperate pitch as leverage to demand total creative control and autonomy from Eric and Ridge? Or will the sheer disrespect of RJ's attitude be the final nail in the coffin, pushing Zende to pack up his sketches and walk right out the door into Katie's waiting arms? The suspense is literally killing me. I personally hope Zende takes RJ down a peg. It is high time Zende stops being the nice guy and starts fighting dirty for his legacy. But wait, the corporate drama is only half of the story. We need to shift gears and talk about the absolute tragedy unfolding in the personal lives of our favorite characters. Get your tissues ready, because the situation between Carter Walton and Daphne is reaching a heartbreaking climax. We have been watching this slow-paced plot unfold with a heavy heart. Daphne recently received the devastating medical diagnosis that she is infertile due to a severe illness. For a couple that was so eager to start a family and build a beautiful life together, this news was a nuclear bomb to their marriage. Daphne's psychological state has completely deteriorated. She is drowning in a sea of guilt, shame, and inadequacy. She looks at Carter, this incredibly handsome, successful, loving man who so desperately wants a family, and she feels like she is holding him back. Her trauma has convinced her that Carter deserves a whole woman, someone who can effortlessly give him biological children. And you won't believe what her grief pushes her to do. The spoilers reveal that Daphne reaches a breaking point where she actually packs her bags, plans to flee back to Paris, and hands her wedding ring back to Carter. Amazing! The sheer emotional devastation of that scene is going to be Emmy-worthy. Can you imagine the look on Carter's face when the woman he loves tries to walk away and gives back his ring? Carter has been through absolute hell when it comes to romance. We all remember the agonizing heartbreak he suffered with Quinn Fuller. We remember the complicated, painful history with Maya Avant. Carter has been left at the altar. He has been cheated on, and he has spent years being the lonely third wheel in everyone else's drama. He finally found his person in Daphne, and now she is trying to run away out of misplaced guilt. Carter is not going to let that happen. He is going to fight for this marriage with every fiber of his being. He does not want just any family. He wants a family with Daphne. He is going to pour his heart out, begging her to see that her worth is not tied to her ability to carry a child. And thankfully, it seems his desperate pleas will finally break through her emotional walls. The August 20th spoilers confirm that Carter and Daphne will finally reach an understanding. Daphne is going to put down her suitcases. She is going to stay in Los Angeles. But this is not a magical fairy tale fix. The understanding they reach is incredibly fragile. They are going to take their marriage day by day. Daphne is still deeply depressed, and accepting this new reality is going to be a monumental uphill battle. She is agreeing to stay and fight, but the emotional chasm between them is still very real. Carter is going to have to be endlessly patient, and Daphne is going to have to fight her own internal demons every single morning she wakes up. But here is where my speculative viewpoint kicks into high gear. Do we really think this fragile peace is going to last? Let's look at the bigger picture. While Daphne has been pushing Carter away, who has been standing right by his side, offering him a shoulder to cry on? Steffy Forrester Finnegan. Steffy has been Carter's rock through this entire ordeal. They have been sharing these incredibly intense, emotionally charged moments in the executive office. And let's not forget what Steffy is dealing with in her own life. Her husband, Finn, has been secretly negotiating with his psychotic birth mother, Sheila Carter. Finn actually sat on a plane next to the woman who shot them both and tried to make a deal with her, instead of having her arrested. When Steffy finds out about Finn's massive betrayal and his lingering weakness for Sheila, her own marriage is going to explode. So, picture this. You have Carter, who is sexually and emotionally frustrated because his wife is trapped in a deep depression and pushing him away. And you have Steffy, who is feeling utterly betrayed and unprotected by her husband. Two gorgeous, powerful executives working late nights together, bonding over their shattered personal lives. How long until they cross that dangerous line? How long until a comforting hug turns into a passionate kiss? I am calling it right now, soap fans. This understanding between Carter and Daphne is just the calm before the storm. The writers are perfectly aligning the stars for a scandalous, forbidden affair between Carter and Steffy, and it is going to tear Forrester Creations apart. What do you guys think? Do you want to see Zende put RJ in his place and take over the youth line, or should he leave for Logan Designs? And are you rooting for Carter and Daphne to survive this tragedy? Or do you see the undeniable chemistry brewing between Carter and Steffy? Let me know all your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comments below. I love reading your insights. Thank you so much for tuning in to B&B for Phone. Stay fabulous, stay dramatic, and I will see you in the next.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.